Alright, well, fine. That's the way you want to be. Ready? And then 3, a 2, a skiddly diddly do.
3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys?
2.
We're back.
The podcast. We're back.
I know it's been a while,
It's been a while.
but that's because we've been doing real things. We've been making movies.
We've been making movies. Not really. Actually, we have.
Yeah, we're gearing up. That was the word I was looking
Gearing
for.
up?
Gearing up for our 2018 film season. So, if any of you guys watching are looking for a photo shoot, video shoot, review, all sorts of things like that, make sure to hit us up, especially if you're local to the area, because we want to film.
We want to film your stuff.
Yeah, actually, just do that a little bit so we don't look at us as much.
We have a new lighting setup today. I hope you guys noticed. This is still not our final setup, I guess, for this.
It's our mid setup. When we're
getting there, we need like a background.
Off at our next school, after we finish the school right now, when we go to our next school, technically our 4-year school, I'm sure we're gonna have a much different, possibly better setup. Probably better, because we'll have all white LED lights and everything and all that. But this is like our main setup for now, for while we're still in New York.
Yeah. So today's topic, what we are talking about, which kind of is a growing thing right now. I've noticed, and trying to get it on in my life as well. We're talking about, can girls be car girls? What does that mean? Could you explain?
Can girls be car girls?
Can said girl become a car? No,
a car girl, or be a part of the car community and culture
family?
If people are still using the culture word,
yeah,
I feel like that's too used, but okay.
Whatever.
Yes, obviously, it's been done.
It's been
I kind of want to talk about it the way David Patterson talked about it in his most recent video that he talked about for like Valentine's Day with his girlfriend and all that. You don't have to find someone, especially if you're like a car guy, you don't have to find someone that's into cars already.
It's really hard.
You don't have to. And you just got to have them kind of learn and appreciate along with you your passion already. And then through that, seeing how much you enjoy something, they will probably kind of follow along with that and find the steps to get into it themselves. So, to answer your question, yes. But the way it is not like... There are girls out there already that are just into cars in general.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to find one that's a car girl.
Yeah, which is pretty hard.
It can just happen.
It would be easier to find someone that is open-minded about your things. Yes. And like, for my own personal experience, like, I've been dating my girlfriend for over 3 years now, and like, it wasn't until I'd say 2 years ago that we started really digging into car things. I mean, obviously you have to wait till you get your license and stuff, so it's like before that you're like, oh, I like Need for Speed, I'm a car guy, I go to the freaking local car show in my dad's minivan. If your dad drives a minivan, he's not a car guy, unless he's got... No, he could still have an SUV or something. No excuse. But from my own personal experience, like, I know we've had a couple videos with Maddie in this, and I was teaching her how to drive manual.
It's up at the top.
Which is a pretty interesting video to watch. But yeah, that's my experience. Like, she was not a car girl before that. Her background was being a cheerleader, so it's like complete opposite world of being a car person.
The cool thing would be if she, like, to have that cheerleader kind of personality, but then also be into cars.
Right, like
you leave a cheer event, and then you get in, like, I don't know why, this is just what came to my mind.
Say it up.
Some
I know where you're
69
going.
Camaro, like, big block, and you're just at a light, just loping, just like, and just like cheer you for that. I think that would be hilarious, because it's like,
that's totally like a movie.
It would blow your mind.
That's totally like a movie where, like, the guy in his old, like you said, hot rod or something, pulls up to the high school, picks up his cheerleader girlfriend. It's like always a convertible, though.
I'm not saying you're picking her up. I'm saying she's driving that.
Oh, she's driving?
She drives. She leaves her cheer event, gets in her, like, Camaro, just mobbing. Right? Mind blown. You're not picking her up. This ain't no high school quarterback cheerleader crap. We ain't talking.
She is the real deal. She could be the real deal.
That'd be insane.
That'd be really cool. But yeah. So maybe
I think a good topic and kind of thing to follow would be showing like girls in the car community. It's kind of like what's going on TJ Hunt's channel right now, where they bought that S2000 for Sabrina, and they're going to be doing kind of a thing building that car together. So it's like for anyone out there, like in Jordan's situation, into cars, and girlfriend partially into cars, or at least knows about cars. That's kind of like
what did she say today that I was like what? You know what I mean? It was when we were walking out of class.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh wait, we were talking about like random numbers of something, and she was like, she got annoyed. And she was like, "Oh my God, could you shut up?" Because we kept going on and on.
Recently, she used to be pretty cool with the car stuff. Recently, I feel like she's been really over it.
Well, no, it's weird because like sometimes like when we're talking about it and when we get too in depth to where it's not when like it's anyone but like
you, when it's you and your friends and it's a lot of car talk going down, she gets really annoyed. Yeah. But I feel like when it's just you and it's like it can go back and forth, that's not too bad. But
yeah,
back to
kind of like what I was randomly saying car things. It's pretty funny. She sends me like that big, like I don't know if you guys saw it, it's like the big turbo Supra thing, like really big turbo. She sends me car stuff all the time, so she's like. It's sending me stuff that I enjoy.
It's kind of like...
You know what's sad? I would never send her a cheerleading video because I could give her crap. But she cares about my stuff.
Well, the thing is, it's like...
Rock on.
Once you kind of expose people to that, like... It's like kind of... I think back to when I was a kid, before I really knew about like the tuner cars and all that. I wouldn't like even notice those when they pass you on the street. But now... Instead of just noticing when you see a Mustang, you just kind of take more mental awareness to the cars that are around you, and you kind of notice that's like daily driver, and then this is race car. Yeah. But like back to looping all the way back around to what I was saying is like what TJ's doing with Sabrina is kind of like what you can do eventually. So TJ's gotten to a point where his girlfriend's, I guess, into cars enough, or he wants to build her interest in cars. So they found a cool platform that's not just like a basic car. It's actually an S2000, which is already a cool car to start with, and they're gonna build on that. So like for your situation, because I'm just relating this to you, it's like once you get to a certain point where you have the funds to do another build, you can find a car that she's interested in, and then you guys can bond over that, and she can learn, and you can teach her what you've learned. And
I think that's when she would actually put effort into it. I mean, obviously, because if she had her own car to do stuff with, like she's always said, she has a Honda Accord,
a newer one.
Yeah,
to clarify,
a newer
which it's
one,
like,
but like
that's VIP car.
Yeah, like what I would do with that would be bag it, put wheels on it, and just keep it really clean looking.
I feel like possibly for that you could like flare it, but like. It's also one of those cars that you could just stance it and have it sit really flush with the fenders.
Yeah, but that's... I mean, she's told me, like... technically, it's her mom's car because she bought it for her. But she always says if it was her car, she would let me do whatever I want to it. But at the same time, I would want her to be doing some of the work to learn.
Yeah, not just you wouldn't want it to be your vision and just her car. So, like...
Yeah.
I think that would be the tough transition because they'd be like, oh, like, what do you think I should do? And then essentially you'd be building the car where it's like you got to be like, well, what do you want? Here's our options.
I'm here to help.
What do you want to do? Yeah. And then if they don't know about a certain option, so when it comes to like suspension or like, you know, like end links and all that stuff that they might not know about.
You always go to end links.
Because I just think about like the little things like end links, sway bars, strut bars, just all that stuff that you wouldn't think of outside of just normal suspension as like springs, all that stuff. Like I feel like that's something where that's not going to come to their mind because it's like, oh, let's lower the car, but then you can show them there's a whole nother, like the whole underside of your car is customizable essentially with all those little parts. Mm-hmm. So
you'd have to getting them to have a variety of knowledge. Yeah, like you just like random things.
Almost like you make a list. You're like, here's our categories. What do you want to learn about? What do we want to start with? You say this.
You know what let's do that. Let's say, I don't even know what any of that is.
And it's like, well pick one. We're trying to start with that.
Roll. No, I was gonna say roll dice. Flip a coin. Choice A, choice B. Flip a coin.
That's not how it works. It's you know what I mean.
You doing magic over there?
No, I'm just itching my arm.
Wow. Could be magic.
Magic.
Alright, back to girls and cars. I think one of my coolest things that I'm like proud to say is like taking what I really like to do is go out and take pictures. Like that's what we do, is go out and take pictures of cars and stuff. But like when we take the cars out and then Maddie comes out and like we actually take pictures with her and the cars, I think that's really cool. I mean, there's so many pages like on Instagram out there that shoot like girls and cars, but like some of them are a little bit too like, ooh, like really you would let your girlfriend do that? But I think it's cool like when she comes out and we're back. So I think when she comes out with us and it kind of gets her involved in something, even though she's not actually doing any work to the car, but being involved in something that we like doing, which is going out and taking pictures of the cars, and then she is in the pictures, I think that's pretty cool and like pretty involved with a girl. So I mean, I think that considers, like I would consider a girl that is like a car model. Like I feel like they're car girls too. Like I mean, they might not be race car drivers, but they are involved in the world.
I feel like where we're at, it's very beginner, because obviously it's like, I don't want to say it's like a facade. Great word. But it's like, that's just the very tip of the iceberg. It's like, it's just modeling right now at this point. And it's like, that's where you slowly go over the jump, and you make that slow leap from just modeling with the car to working on cars and like getting actually into it. So it's like, instead of just modeling with it, you actually know about it, you know different things, and you want to have a build of your own.
Yeah, so not every car girl has to be a model with their car. Yeah. Like some of them are just straight into the mechanicalism. Is that a word? That's a cool word.
The mechanics?
The mechanicalism. No. Mechanics of
just the mechanics.
The car and like how it works. Some of them are like just straight race car drivers.
Like what's that? Lea Pritchett.
Who?
You don't know who? Do you not watch Hoonigan?
Hoonigan. No.
The Hoonigans.
That's I mean, where I do every once in a while. But
she's like,
what's she drive?
I think she dailies a Hellcat. But she's a top fuel dragster. She's in like one of those top fuelers. There's like.
Maybe.
You don't know who she is? Keep talking. I'm gonna look up an example for you.
But yeah, so I guess there's different categories of like car girls, whether they're a car model, which I think that's really cool, especially because like you can make a living off of being a car model. Like you have sponsors that will sponsor your following. Like if you have a big following, they're going to sponsor your build. Whatever you have going on with that, they give out like random products and stuff. Because like when there's a car girl that posts a bunch of Instagram things, I'd say like it's like 70-80% guys that'll follow. I mean, obviously because of that. And then there's other like girls that will follow because they inspire them to do the same thing. It's kind of like us following other guy car YouTubers. It's like they inspire us to do stuff for like our channel and stuff. So I guess it's the same thing with them. So I think it's pretty cool. You can actually like
check this out,
make a living off of doing that.
Yeah,
she's going faster in the car than almost.
She's going faster than most
people ever will. Yeah. Except for a plane. So she could race a plane and probably win. But yeah, I think it's really cool when girls get into cars and stuff. Like when we walk around at our local car show and stuff, normally it's the guy will pull up in the car and then he has his girlfriend with him and then just walk around and stuff like that. But every once in a while, you'll see a girl pull up in a car and you're like, wow, that's really cool.
I feel like most of the time I do see that. It's always maybe this is just me. I always feel like they're in like a muscle car, like a Mustang or something.
Yeah, I see a lot of like when I think of it, I see an Evo. There's a lot of Evo girls.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying at our show. At our show, I don't know why. I feel like I've always seen. It's always like maybe one or two people. There's not a lot, but like
there needs to be more though.
Like one girl pulling up in a Mustang.
Yes. But yeah, I feel like maybe a lot of them are scared to get into it because that's not the norm of what.
Well, it's like if you don't grow up doing it, and it's like you're not gonna just want to jump into that. So
maybe it's like a lot of stories where their dads are into cars. I think that's a pretty common.
And it's like it's probably like a thing where if you don't have a brother and your dad's into cars, that's when you're gonna grow up and actually kind of get into it. But if your dad's into cars and there's a boy and a girl, kind of like my situation here, like I grew up and I kind of got into cars, and my sister she knows that I'm into cars, so she knows what I know, but it's like she's not into cars like I am. Just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah. I think it's a lot having to do with them being uncomfortable. Like, it's hard to jump into it. It's easy to jump into it as a guy because, like, all your other dudes are like, yo, man, we going to the car show? Like, yeah. And the girl, imagine a girl like, hey, Selena, you want to go to the car show? And she's like, yeah. What? What's a car show? What? You're like, cars? What? I like cars. And you're like, what's a car? But
yeah,
well, it's actually like, all right, let's put it in our terms. Like, hey man, there's this fashion show this weekend. You want to go to the fashion show? Dude, what the?
I thought I was gonna.
The hell's a fashion show?
Oh, okay. I guess he's just talking to himself.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking to me, but okay.
You want to go to the fashion show?
Yeah, man.
Sick.
Maybe we'll see Young Thug there. He's into fashion. ASAP Rocky. In this day and age, you can be into fashion. Fashion's coming back hard. I wear streetwear though, because it's like I'm just all about that nice clean T-shirt.
Someone shoot him. I'm just kidding. Fashion's great.
Fashion's great. One thing I thought was cool
like a fashion show.
Not I don't know. I don't like catwalks and stuff. I wouldn't want to see. I don't care. I hate the turn at the end of the thing, and they just like whip around. They always usually fall. That's what I would go there to see. I would go to one just hoping to see someone fall at the end of the stage when they turn around.
Like not see the end of it?
No, they never fall off. It's like they turn around, and when they try to make like this quick turn around, they just trip and like fall. That's funny.
But yeah. Well.
What I was gonna say. So like, I think something that not essentially got my sister more into cars, but like I had to take care of one of my friend's dogs for a week. And they happened to have all of the Fast and Furious, and I was taking care of them for a week.
That was a good week.
So every night I watched a Fast and Furious movie with my sister because she was helping me take care of these dogs. So, you serious right now? Kick the light. So by the end of the week, we had watched all of the Fast and Furious all the way through 7. Me and my sister, and you were there for
I was there for a couple nights.
One of them or whatever. And it's like, so now she knew the full story. And what was cool actually about this in this time frame, shortly after that week was when Fast 8 came out, or it might have already been out, and then we went and saw that too, and she was there. So it's like within like a week and a half, she's seen like the whole series, and I think through that, just seeing what they talk about in there, and obviously getting towards the newer movies, that it's not as car oriented, but it's like got her more involved in knowing cars. And I think if I remember correctly, she said she wanted an NSX. Not really too attainable, but like the one that Mia was driving in, is it Fast 5 or 6? Like end of 5, beginning of 6, maybe end of 4, beginning of 5. That black one, the newer model, old, not newest, but like that mid model where like it doesn't have the pop-ups.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know which one? That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So it's like, good choice.
Yeah.
JDM. You gotta get Maddie to respect Fast and Furious. She don't like them.
Well, because she hasn't seen them.
Well, she's seen like commercials and she still hates on it.
Well, because she did watch one. She watched 7 with us.
That doesn't count. You're starting at the end.
Yeah, I know. You need to watch from the beginning.
You're starting at the end.
But
Did she even cry for Paul?
I did.
I did.
Don't
gotta
cry.
shed a tear.
Don't cry, you're a man.
Real men show their emotions.
I know, I cried. This isn't my wallet.
You know, we're not getting into that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think that concludes girl talk.
Is that it?
This was a good girl talk. I enjoyed talking with you. We should have better communication. Anyways.
I guess to wrap this up, final thoughts. If you're in our situation or Jordan's situation, you have... what if they caught that? If you have a girlfriend that is not into cars right now, don't force it on them. Just kind of take it easy and invite them to the shows. I'd recommend watching David's video on how to cope with having a girlfriend and being into cars, because he gave a lot of great advice. But it's possible. Just take your time. Don't force it. Don't be pissed if they're not about it at the beginning, because you don't want to ruin that relationship, especially if it's going well. So that's just my 2 cents.
Yes.
Maybe 5 cents.
6 cents.
You want to give your 10 cents?
Sure, 10 cents.
That wasn't even a penny. So we'll catch you guys next time with more awesome content coming your way and more podcasts to come, because we got to start doing these.
We need to get back into it.
I like them.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.